Hey gang, welcome back to another video from Maumee River Fishing. This is Bob White, and today is the first video from the 2026 Maumee River Walleye Run. Sit back and relax. We're going to do a little bit of fishing here, and I hope you enjoy it. Look at that, fish on already. There aren't many days like the day I had this day, guys. I ended up getting 10 walleye. And as you can see, when I pan to the left and right, there is not a soul in sight. Nobody to my east, nobody to my west, nobody across the river. I've never seen... This was March 18th. I've never seen March 18th like this in the Maumee River. Look at that. Not a soul. I'm at Davis Overlook, and I'm about 3/4 of the way down to the tip. Nice size males this day. Just getting this fish on the stringer. All right, one down. Let's go. Get back at it. Look at that, guys. That's looking towards Bluegrass Island. That's side cut, the towpath directly across. And like I said, I'm over at Davis Overlook. This day, the discharge was about 9,000 cubic feet per second. The average water level was sitting right about 5 feet, just under 5 feet. It had rained early that week, and you can see it's nice and stained, typical Maumee River color. And I want to say I was throwing 5/8 of an ounce of brass and a typical head shaker floating jig. Let's get it back out there. Getting the ice off. It was only about 30 degrees. That's probably why nobody was out, but using braid, and there we go, fish on. If anybody's used braid under freezing temperatures, they know that when you reel it in, that water gets in your guides and instantly freezes. I had brought a little tube of chapstick because that usually helps a little bit, but I never had a chance to put it on because the fish were biting. There we go, surf them in. Number 2, right in the mouth. I did snag 4 that day. I got a couple in the back, one in the dorsal fin and one in the right in the tail. That was fun bringing him in. Of course, they all went back. And that day, 10 jacks, guys. I did not have a single female. I've only had one female that I brought to shore all year so far. So I have not seen the big push of females, which is good. And again, this was on March 18th. Today's March 26th. Again, another nice male. You got to get a photo of this one. All right, let's get back at it. As you can see, he's a pink head shaker jig that I've pearlized. No tail. I will just tell you, I have been finding the darker colors on these darker days. The purples, the dark blues, the blacks. They tend to be a little more stealthy and seem to catch more, but I'm not going to complain about this day. 10 fish is the most I've ever caught, so. In one day. The other thing that was phenomenal, I didn't spend a whole day. I got there about 8:30, 9 o'clock, and I was at the Maumee Bait and Tackle by 1:30. Again, those guides are freezing up. Keep dunking it in the water, because at this point, that's about the only thing I can do. Tip wrapped. At least I thought I was, but the braid was actually frozen to my top tip, or tip top. Alright, let's get her back out there and get us one. Guys, I can't emphasize enough, when you feel something, pull that hook or pull that rod and try to set that hook. That's how all the amateurs miss fish and come out of the river and say, oh, I still haven't got one. It's because you're feeling fish amongst the bottom, but you're not setting the hook. Like that. It's usually when it stops that you do that. You'll feel tip, tip, tick, tick, tick. It stops. Boom. Set it. It's either hung up on the bottom or hung up on a fish. There we go. When it does that, you know it's fish on. Number 3 coming in. I had one this day, man. It was so big, it shot right into the bank and literally tried to bury itself in those rocks and break me off. But I did walk down and got him down. Got him in him, I should say. There we go. Another nice jack. Get him with his 2 brothers on the stringer. I was having problems, and I still am having problems with my GoPro. I have an external charger, and my cable has all of a sudden, the connection with my camera and the cable, it's become loose. And my style of camera has a glitch. Whenever you plug it and then unplug it, it turns itself on and off. So I've only got 3 there. Here I am making a move. I went down to Jerome Road to get my fish cleaned, and the guy said, yeah, they're pulling limits out. And I thought, well, hell, if that's the case, I might as well go hit it. So I'm going to go hit Jerome Road here, and this is just a quick 2-fish addition to the last video, but so here we go. Getting out here at the rapids at Jerome Road. And I'm still throwing 5/8. These guys, the guy to my right said he was throwing 1.5 ounces. The guy to my left said he was throwing 3/4. So I figure, shit, I'm going to be too light for this. But we'll see. First cast out. You guys have fished Jerome, you know it's usually moving much faster. So usually heavier weight is the key, but I just didn't want to switch up. I really wasn't planning on fishing there, but did to just see what's out there, I guess. Alright, we've got that snag free. Yeah, I bent that hook pretty good. Keep it legal, guys. Alright, let's get her back out there. Second cast. Let's see what we got. Just for the record, there's only 4 casts in this short video. I hook into 2 fish. There we go. We're on.
I'm on.
We're on. I felt that fish hit just there, and at this point I couldn't get it to go to the surface though. I got my rod up, I'm high sticking it, reeling it. There it is. Now we got him up. Sorry about the camera angle. Must have bumped it.
Crossed over there.
Alright, so this guy right here's lines all the way out. All day, you know, when I was there, he was not reeling. He just throw it out and let it sit. So I'm like, dude, I'm on. Your line's out. Here I am trying to get my fish over his line that's sitting about 5 feet in front of me, but he would not reel his line in no matter what. So here I'm just going to pull this fish right up over his line, and there he goes, up over the line, and bam, right off. Said some pretty choice words right there, but needless to say, I don't think he heard me. Finally, he looked over, saw that I had a fish coming up over top of his line, and now he's profusely apologizing. Oh well, ain't no big thing, right? So we'll get her back out there. Fish? Nope, that was a snag. There was one thing I noticed about Jerome Road is there was not a lot of snags. There's not a lot of braid, not a lot of line, not a lot of hang-ups there yet. Has been quite a few guys, anglers fishing, but the water's been moving probably pretty good, so I don't see these guys getting hung up like buttonwood and bluegrass has. That's a mess right now. Get her back out there. Let's see what's out there. Here, I just finally realized I bumped my dang camera. Here we go. No, just bottom. All right, 5th cast. Let's get her out there. I still don't think that guy's reeled that line in. It's just going straight down river, parallel to the shore, and right in front of every angler. Here we go. That's fish. Fish on. Uh-oh, he's peeling drag. He's out there in the current. He's peeling drag. I got a buffalo, I think. I got a carp of some sort. Maybe a sucker. Just dogging me right now. Fortunately, I put my cameras in waterproof cases, so the audio is not there. But right now, my drag is just going zzz, zzz. This fish took me for a ride. He came into the bank behind this angler. This angler to my left, in the white hat, had to move around and do a little bit of dancing for me, man. But he's like, I'll get it for you. And now it starts to go behind him. Then it goes back out to the center of the river. Then it goes back behind him. It was kind of comical, actually. Poor guy was standing there. He's like, all right, I'll put my net away. Then he'd get it back out. Then he'd put it away. But I appreciate you, bud. Thanks for your help, man. Just having a hell of a time moving this fish. Every time I crank on it, he just peels the drag that I just reeled in. I think he's thinking, shit, my net's not going to fit this fish. But I can't move it. I'm like, sorry, dude. So now he's wrapped around him and boom, he pops off. So thank you. It made it easy. And guys, that's it for this video. As always, I appreciate you watching. Feel free to hit that subscribe button down below. And as always, I thank you.